Well, we shot the ball very well tonight, but we really did have a hard time, getting stops on the defensive end. Really disappointed with our bite on our defensive end. We just kind of were on our heels, it seemed like. They hit some tough shots, and we knew coming in they could shoot the ball. Hale and Hill and those guys, they've scored points in every game they've been in, so we knew they were capable, but they sure, got a rhythm going to their offense, and we tried to disrupt that rhythm with a couple traps and that, but we really had a hard time with it. So a lot of things defensively to work on. Offensively, probably the only thing I was disappointed with were the turnovers, and some of our execution was not sharp, but the turnovers are definitely a problem.
Coach, how close are you to having a starting five for this team?
Oh, I don't know. We'll just keep working through things, and we've got a lot of guys that we feel like are capable of playing for us, and practice will dictate a lot of that. We're going to have a lot more competitive practices here, in the next 3 weeks before we break for Christmas, and a lot of that will be determined through those.
Dana, you mentioned a little disappointing in your defense, but it seemed like in the first half you had those 4 straight possessions where you forced turnovers that finally got you in the lead. You got that.
Well, yeah, our turnover, we had 33 points off turnovers, so, we did, especially Arsalan, created a lot of havoc with his feet and, his quick hands. So I was really pleased with his effort, but and yeah, the turnovers, we're gambling maybe a little too much at times, but I want to free the guys up to make some plays. But we gave up. They shot the ball 56%, which just not a good defensive stat.
They started out slowly before going on that 13-0 run early in the first half. What sparked it?
Well, I'm sure the steals. We got a few easy ones off our defense, and that on our transition, enabled us to get some easy ones there. So we just kind of turned it up a notch. When we get out and extend, if we're not fully aware the ball is, aware of where the ball is, and often to that ball, and have all 5 guys engaged, our defense can look at pretty bad because we're so extended, and they caught us in those cases tonight.
Dana, Arsalan had a great game, obviously, and there's been a lot of talk about him as a player, describing high basketball IQ. How would you describe what makes him such an effective player, and what has allowed him to step in and put together a game like this after only a couple months?
Well, he's really bright. He's a very intelligent young man. He's picked up everything we do, very quickly. His experience, he's a talented young man. He's got great feet. He's tough. He goes after boards. Against Cincinnati, he had 15 boards, and we were getting pounded there early, and he evened it out for us, gave us a chance. And so, I think he's got a lot of qualities that a good basketball player. His feet, great hands, great awareness, very unselfish, and he's a very good athlete. Like I said, the quick feet, quick hands, his balance is pretty good. He's a very good athlete.
When he committed to come here, did you expect him to be able to do this quickly?
Absolutely. I knew when he decided to come, that he was going to make a tremendous impact on our team. So, all you have to do is watch a little film of him, and you can see his instincts are very good, his awareness very good, and like I said, the athleticism very, very good.
With that being said, when that and what he did tonight, how excited were you? How happy were you when you found out that he was eligible a couple weeks ago?
Well, we were pretty happy. He had been banged up a little bit since he got here, so everybody wasn't real aware, and his conditioning's just a little bit behind, but he's quickly getting himself to the point where he's going to play a lot of minutes for us. And so we were all excited. We knew that, he added depth and would definitely, allow some of the freshmen to come along at their pace.
Coach, Artis scored 16 points tonight. He seemed really in control when he had the ball in his hands. He shot a high percentage as well. Can you just talk about his offensive performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought he did a lot of good things offensively. The 4 turnovers, were a concern. But other than that, he came off and had some pretty good looks and knocked him down. I thought he played really good offensively. I thought defensively at times he wasn't quite as sharp as what he needed to be. But offensively, I thought he did a lot of good things.
Anything serious on Willie Moore?
I'm sorry?
Willie wasn't in uniform tonight?
He sprained his ankle in practice.
Not a long term?
No, I'm hoping he'll be ready Saturday. Just twisted a little bit.
Coming out of that 13-0 run, was a timeout. What'd you say in the timeout to spark the run?
Oh, I don't think I told him anything too good, but I just was disappointed that we weren't, a little bit more aggressive defensively. The first TV timeout came in, we'd given up 14 points, and then the second 4 minutes we gave up 7. The third 4 minutes we gave up 5. So we were headed in the right direction, and then we opened the second half and they get 15 in the first. So I mean we just defensively couldn't get on top of it, and a lot of the credit goes to them. They knew what they wanted to do. They stretched us out and they knocked down shots. They shot the ball extremely well.
How did the game change after Hale went down with the injury and missed the rest of the game?
Well, that was a big factor. He was chewing us up. I mean, just look at his stat line. He was 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3, and he had a big game like that at Old Dominion. They beat Old Dominion on the road, and he had 29, so he's very capable.
Earlier this week, you talked about eliminating offensive rebounds from the opponent, only 3 tonight. How happy are you with that?
Well, I tell you, we got some transition baskets early, and they kind of, got back. They didn't go to the boards, and when you shoot 56%, there's not nearly as many offensive rebounds to get. So, I thought we did a decent job on the boards. We won it by 12, but they're not a good rebounding team. Their stats, they have not rebounded the ball well this year. So it was better, but not where it needs to be.
Point total, shooting percentage, everything says pretty good offensive night. You evaluated as your best this year? Or
Oh, I don't. When you have 18 turnovers, Bob, it's just hard to get excited about it. Our ball movement wasn't there. Like I said, we shot it so much better. Vegas, I thought our ball movement was good, but we went 3 for 19 from 3. And our ball movement after the horrible start against Cincinnati wasn't bad, but again, we went 5 for 17 from 3 there. We just didn't shoot the ball. Tonight we hit some shots. We had some open shots. Transition game was a little better. So it was a better offensive game for us, but we definitely got to cut those turnovers down. We've got to make simpler plays until everybody gets on the same page. We're trying to make some plays, and we just haven't played long enough together to make those kind of plays. We're trying to break in a lot of new guys. Simple right now would be really good, and we could cut those numbers down, and we're just trying to make too tough of plays too quickly, and it's running our turnover total way up.
We'll take questions for them.
Arsalan, you just talk about your game tonight. I mean, you're feeling more comfortable as it goes, or something special tonight?
Yes, I mean, I had a tough period of time, but I put all that behind, and I think every game that it goes by, I get better and I feel more comfortable with my new teammates, and it just helps me to play more comfortably. And I mean, I think that's what's happening, and hopefully every game I get better.
His dad was there too. That helped a lot. I'm sure you want to play good in front of Pops.
How often does your dad get to come watch you play?
Well, he's not my dad, but he's kind of my guardian. He came here, and I mean, that was his first time to see me in Oregon uniform, so I really tried to impress him.
How are you feeling in Eugene? You obviously haven't been here long. How's the transition here with your teammates and living?
I mean, it's great. I'm really happy with my decision, and I mean, it's a great athletic program, and we get a lot of support as a basketball team, and it's really live out there. The fan comes out and really support our team, and I mean, I'm really enjoying that. I was just saying, like, the only problem that Eugene has is there's no Iranian restaurant here, so I haven't had Iranian food in 2 months. That's the only thing that bothers me a little bit.
Tony, how does coming off the bench change the game?
I can't say that it does change it. My mentality is still just to do whatever I can to help my team win the game.
Did you focus tonight on trying to stay out of foul trouble coming off those last 2 games?
Yeah, honestly I did. Try to just be conscious of just keeping my hands up because I want to play. So.
62 points in the paint. Do you guys kind of have a feeling going in that was going to be the key to the game for you guys?
Yeah, I would say so. They were a little bit smaller in size, so we that was actually one of our emphasis was to get the ball in the paint. Maybe not necessarily throw it in there every time, but at least drive in and get shots in the paint.
Tony, you went through this transition last year, just coming into a new place as a transfer. What have you seen out of Arsalan? And he's done it so seamlessly, it looks like.
Yeah, almost looks effortless. He's just fitting in right along and just picking up everything right off the bat and just getting it really quick. And that's going to be huge for us because he's a big help for us.
How does having him on the floor affect your game?
Well, he's a leader on the boards and he's experienced, so it just makes me feel more comfortable to know that a veteran and a leader like that is on the floor with me, who has experiences and knows how to make smart plays.
Arsalan, you talked about adjusting here. Is it a lot different than Rice? Is it a lot different from the level down there? I mean, you played a world championship.
I mean, World Championship, that was a level that, I can't compare it to college basketball, but, it is different than Rice, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get a lot more different when we get into the conference games and play a lot of top teams, but, it's a big adjustment. I was kind of like a big man at Rice, and right now coming here, I'm kind of like the small man here. Everyone is like, if not the same height, they're almost like taller than me, so. It's a big adjustment, but that's what I like to do. I don't really like to play down low. I just try to improve my game and come outside a little bit, and that's what coach is letting me to do a little bit more here.
Arsalan, you're contributing in a lot of different parts of the game. Do you focus on getting multiple statistics?
I just try to do whatever my team needs help from me in that category. Like if they want me to get a rebound, I just go get it. Everyone tells me that I'm too unselfish. So if I see someone is open, I just give the ball to him, and I don't care about scoring. I just try to help my team win the game, and that's the main reason I'm here. I just try to make it to the NCAA. I know it's way far away from now, but that's the only reason I'm here. I'm just trying to help my team in any category that I can.
Tony, what's one of the challenges, I guess, going from playing 2 ranked teams kind of back to back to this next set of 4 games where the teams aren't quite at that level?
I wouldn't say it's a challenge. We just got to get up for every game. We treat every team the same. Going into the game, our mentality is the same. Guys are just trying to get hype and just get up for the game. So we never take anybody lightly. So I don't think it'll be too much of a turnaround for us these next couple games.
We got Coach waiting, guys, so that's it for these guys. We're good? All right.
Thanks, guys.